It's Wednesday, so there's absolutely nobody here. And this is one of the most fun and beautiful places on the Gold Coast, in my opinion. This is a water slide, made it by nature. And we've just had a heap of rain, so the water's really clean. You could literally come here and you wouldn't need to bring anything, you just drink straight out of the stream. So I'm gonna spend the day here today and just have like a mad mental health day. This place is good when it's packed, but to be here and it to be like just you and this place is the best feeling. I've just been playing on this water slide. I was climbed up all this behind me, like so ridiculously high, to get a shot where you could see the whole thing all the way down, and it didn't turn out as good as I wanted, but it's like, it was the journey is more important than the destination, right? It was fun. I just feel like if I had got here a couple hours earlier, you can see how there's like the sun's kind of come into that pond there. If this was all shaded, then it would come up like really beautiful on the camera, especially with like golden hour. If I came here at sunrise, like I'm inspired now that I've come to this place and it's been empty on a weekday. Like, and I've come here on weekdays before and it's been packed, so this is just chance. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I needed a mental health day today. Like, I needed a day just for me. And then I was like, I'll go to my favorite place. And it was just here for me. Because, yeah, I'm just trying to make a lot of big life decisions consecutively at the moment and not look back. I'm just like, there are going to be consequences. There are always consequences, but when you make big moves and you make big changes, there's bigger consequences. And I'm just like, I keep leveling it up. Like, I want to go bigger, I want to go better. But, you know, the bigger you go, the more the universe has to be rearranged, and you have to be comfortable with that. And you don't get to choose what comes and goes. Otherwise it doesn't work, you know? Like, if you want to change your life and you cut out alcohol, for example, you can't see the domino effect of changes that are going to occur, both positive and negative. Like, when I cut alcohol out of my life, it fucked up my social life completely. I became very isolated and alone, and it was really hard. And then people that did want to hang out with me, you know, they felt like personally offended that my lifestyle choices seemed to like make me superior to them, you know, like I didn't think that, but it was like this feeling of like, oh, so you don't drink now, like you're better than us. I got a lot of that kind of stuff. There's like just this dominoes of consequences that were inconceivable, but you can't try to figure out everything that's going to take place. You've just got to do it. Like, you've got to go like, look, this isn't good for me. Or this would be really good for me, but like, I've got to bail on my current situation and go and chase that thing instead. Like, got to go on a quest and leave my family behind, or I've got to quit my job and go study. I'm going to have no money. Like, all those kinds of like big choices with big consequences. And I guess you can kind of see the first domino. Like, this is going to happen. I'm positive that that's going to fall apart. And then we just get stuck on that and we don't see any further. And this is probably, now that I'm publishing the journals back in chronological order, these are one after the other again. I scrambled them for a little while just for my own privacy and so that I would think about it less. Just like, so, I don't know, I get paranoid that people are like keeping track of like my personal life, and it's like, of course, like that's fine, like you're publishing it on the internet, like it's gonna happen. But I just wanted some more space between me and whoever might be watching. But now I'm posting them in chronological order again, so you'll notice the themes easier. And there's a theme at the moment of like leaping and into the uncertainty, into the unknown. And you know, I think that's a human thing. We all do that. And I've definitely got a cycle of like, okay, so I'm comfortable with this much uncertainty and this much unknown. I wonder what would happen if I embraced uncertainty 10 times more and just went in the unknown direction at an even faster speed. Because the consequences are both positive and negative, short term, but long term, the positive outweighs the negative substantially. Like the more bigger changes I make, the more opportunity emerges. Like if you stay the same, opportunity doesn't emerge. It's like, think of change like watering your garden, you know, like you water your garden, some weeds might grow, but all the stuff that you're actually trying to grow will grow too. That's a very loose metaphor and it doesn't quite fit the situation, but you could have there's insights to be had from that metaphor as well. But I've definitely found that like consistently embracing uncertainty and the unknown, because you don't know anything. Like you've got to realize, or I've got to realize, that my knowledge base is so limited. No matter how much I think I've studied and gone to mentors and teachers and practiced developing my own skills, like all the personal development in the world, like I'm still like a fraction of my potential, and you always will be. Like it's infinite, so like change has to happen. Like change is essential. Change is essential. So I'm going to embrace it more and more, but like a manageable amount of change. If you have too much uncertainty and too much unknown, then it becomes stressful and traumatizing. So it has to be done in this like leveling up fashion. Like I couldn't embrace this amount of uncertainty 5 years ago. I could barely even embrace like not knowing who's going to be at a social gathering. Like that would be too much for me 5 years ago. And now I'm like, I don't even need to know where I'm going when I put the keys in the ignition of my car. I just know that I'm going to have a good day. That's the intent. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to go and relax. I'm going to go somewhere beautiful. And when I turned the camera on, I used to have an idea of what I was going to say, or like I would overthink it so much. Now it's just like I have no care in the world how much uncertainty and unknown there is around that. Even if I've got a turbulent cyclone of negative emotions inside of me, I'm like, it'll figure itself out. But I couldn't have got to that place if I had have just kept forcing myself to put up with chaos. Like you've got to manage your chaos, I think is a interesting insight. Now, I'm learning to manage my chaos better and better, and as I am, my life is just becoming more mine. Like I'm becoming more free and more capable. If you got anything out of this journal, please click the like button for me, leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and go check out kylives.com. Thanks for watching.